Colleen Henry was there in the room talking with the DA, asking questions. She's now back here in the studio. She joins us now. She's with criminal defense attorney Craig Mastantuono. Colleen?
So actually, Craig and I were just talking about one of the things that you find particularly remarkable is the difference between the DA's decision and the police chief's decision in that analysis.
Yeah, I think people are tempted to say what started the physical encounter in the first place. And apparently, on the third go-around with officers, Officer Manny in particular, the initiation of physical contact came from the officer. He admits that he began a pat-down of Mr. Hamilton where the other officers didn't. And I think some frustration starts there because that's when the physical encounter escalates and ultimately caused Officer Manny to withdraw his weapon, and now the DA deciding that that was a reasonable response to the escalation of force. So the chief's decision to discharge the officer was based on determination that that wasn't authorized, that the officer shouldn't have patted him down because he didn't have reasonable suspicion to believe that he was armed and dangerous at the time that he initiated the pat-down. The DA has a different decision, which is, let's assume that it was an unauthorized pat-down. Does that mean that the officer's later response to the escalation of force was so unreasonable that he's guilty of a crime? In this case, the DA decided, no, that's not the case.
And let's talk a little bit about that. There's, you know, you're a lawyer, you're a criminal defense lawyer, and the privileges, there are certain privileges when you're faced with a charge of homicide, right? And you as a criminal defense lawyer are acutely aware of them because you have to use them routinely. Talk a little bit about what the DA was faced with if he were facing a guy like you representing Officer Manny.
Sure. The privilege that's relevant here is self-defense. One is privileged to use self-defense, both a citizen and an officer. Now, there's some different standards between citizens and officers, and they're relevant in this case. But the thing to remember about these cases is this isn't math, okay? It's not 2 + 2 = 4. We're always deciding what is reasonable under the circumstances. And in this case, you have to factor in all of the different circumstances to decide what's reasonable, including the fact that Officer Manny is a police officer. He doesn't, for example, have a duty to retreat when he just makes a decision to use lethal force, where some citizens may. He doesn't have a, he would be dereliction in his duty if he decided to run away, for example, once his baton was obtained by Mr. Hamilton, as witnesses say occurred. So there's varying circumstances. The key question here is, was Officer Manny privileged to use self-defense? And that means, were his actions reasonable in response to Mr. Hamilton apparently obtaining his nightstick and, as some witnesses say, using it as a weapon himself or wielding it in an aggressive fashion? Ultimately, the decision is he was justified and therefore privileged to use self-defense, meaning that the DA can't disprove that beyond a reasonable doubt, which is where DA Chisholm went with his analysis.